Round 3, the race for 2019 Fighter of the Year appears to be down to two men, Jorge Masvidal and Israel Adesanya. Both are 3-0 on the year, so Chael, who has the best case right now for Fighter of the Year?
Oh, I think there's something special on being the champion of the world. I think that goes to Adesanya. However, there was also a little something on being the surprise of the sports world, which does go to Masvidal. Don't forget, Helwani, Masvidal isn't brand new to the organization like Izzy is. Masvidal is a veteran. He's been around. He covered 2 weight classes. He started 155 pounds. He moved into 170, and all of a sudden, he took over the world. I think that there's something very special about that too, but I'm not Mr. Surprised as it comes to Jorge Masvidal. I knew how good he was. I just also knew he wasn't being given those big opportunities. In many ways, Adesanya, his ascension, the rise, how meteoric it was also came with the surprise factor. Why would I think this skinny kickboxer could come over to MMA and take over the world? Come on. I think for right now, Izzy gets the nod.
Man, this is such a tough one. I keep going back and forth. I can't recall this late into the year the last time it's been so close between two candidates for this particular award. Usually around this time, like remember last year, this time we all knew that Daniel Cormier was going to win. But man, this is a really close one. Let's go through the resume. Let's just talk about what these individuals have done. Israel Adesanya beats Anderson Silva in February. In March, Jorge Masvidal defeats the great Darren Till in his home country of England. Then Adesanya comes back in April and has the fight of the year, at least as of right now, with Kelvin Gastelum. Then Masvidal comes back and scores the fastest knockout in the history of the UFC against the previously undefeated Ben Askren. And then Israel Adesanya comes back against Robert Whittaker and wins the belt, and then Jorge Masvidal beats Nathan Diaz. I mean, you put those two resumes side by side, both 3-0. This is a really tough one, Chael. In the end, I feel right now, and I'm not going to give my official pick because that will come when we give out our awards very early. I can't give it now because then what's the point of watching my award show January 6th live?
The point being, that's the question of the round.
The whole question is, where are we leaning? Right now, I think I'm leaning towards Masvidal because of the impact, because of what he did. Quickest knockout. Look, right now, Chael, right now, Jorge Masvidal could have knockout of the year, breakout fighter of the year, most improved fighter of the year, and also male fighter of the year. You can make a legitimate case for all of those things. That's pretty amazing. Right now, in terms of the impact, Madison Square Garden, what he did against Ben, going to England against Darren Till, right now I lean towards Masvidal, but I reserve the right to not make my pick until January.
All right, I guess I'm going to have to live with that. Look, I don't disagree with any of those things other than most improved and breakout. I mean, look, Ariel, don't forget, and please correct me if you don't agree with me, I've been seeing this for Masvidal for over 10 years now. I've seen Masvidal putting on great fights and having great wins against great opponents, and for some reason, wasn't pushed up the card. He wasn't in a co-main spot. He wasn't in a main event spot. Look, his last 2 co-main event spots, by the way, he came in there as the B-side. He came in there as the guy that was going to go out there and fight because nobody else would take the job, whether that was against Till or that was against Askren. He showed the courage. He always had the skills. He always had the tools. It was just kind of hard to get the placement. It was hard to get the pat on the back and the mandate. Whether it was because he grew his hair out, or whether because he changed weights, or whether it was because he has finished 2 of the best fighters in the world while moving up in weight and taking fights from the B-side. Either way, Masvidal, while people are saying he's arrived, Masvidal's the same guy I've been watching for over a decade. He's been this good, Helwani, but the camera and the imagination has finally caught up.
This is very rich on your part, Chael. This is like those annoying kids who like a band when they were playing in the underground, and then they make it, they win some Grammys, and they say, oh, I've been following this band for so long, I love them. They were always this good. In fact, their new hits aren't as good as their old hits. No, what are you talking about? 2018, the guy didn't even fight. What are you talking about? He has been put in main events. He fought Benson Henderson. He fought Ally Quinn. He fought all these guys. And guess what? He was the king of the split decision loss. The king of the split decision loss. Now, look at him, 3-0. You thought he was going to go to England. You thought he was going to knock out Darren Till. You thought he was going to knock out Ben Askren in 5 seconds. You thought he would main event Madison Square Garden this time last year. Absolutely not. That's why breakout. That's why most improved. He wasn't doing this before. He wasn't doing this kind of stuff. He wasn't beating guys this way. Absolutely not. Don't be that guy, Chael. And guess what? Don't have recency bias as well. This is a real thing. Last month, after Israel Adesanya beat Robert Whittaker. I asked the people who's the fighter of the year, and guess what they said? They said Israel. And then I asked them on Monday, and guess what they said? Jorge Masvidal. Same guys, same questions, 2 different responses. Don't do this, people, all right? In January, that's why we need some time, we need some distance. In January, we will make our official pick. But for now, though, I'll say I'm leaning towards Masvidal because of what he's done. Don't be that guy, Chael. No one likes that guy, okay? No one. Hello, everyone. It's Ariel Helwani. I just came here to thank you for watching our ESPN YouTube channel. It's the best. You know what else is the best? The ESPN app. You can get highlights, analysis, all that stuff and more. And if you want premium content and live streaming sports, there's only one place for all of that. It's ESPN Plus.